Hi guys, welcome to the listening room with Walker and I'm with.
My name is Cameron.
Yeah.
I'm pleased to be on the show today.
We're pleased to have you, my friend. Yeah. What do you have for us?
Something is happening at Kaya. Last week, last week, if I'm not mistaken, Sol Phenduka was suspended with immediate effect.
Yeah.
They told us that there's internal investigation going on.
Yeah, but we know the internal investigations, they come from who and what. I feel with the Saul Phenduka case, it's not something that's new to happen, especially with Kaya. You know, we also had Dineo Ranaka be dismissed from Kaya without any explanation or what happened. They said it's just an internal issue. You see, right now they're hiding this matter with the new changes of Kaya. They say there's new management, you know, but we know that Minnie Dlamini cooked something.
Yeah, but now the latest statement, it says that Sol Phenduka is fired now. It's a done thing. So now they just revealing everything. It's because of that what happened at Podcast and Chill with Mark G. Yeah.
But you know what? What's crazy is that they found Saul working at Podcast and Chill. You know, the two Ks today, they know Saul Phenduka because of Podcast and Chill, not because of Kaya. We know that Saul Phenduka comes from radio. Also did a bit of hip hop and produced songs a bit. But when I see Saul Phenduka, I just see Podcast and Chill. That's where everything about Saul Phenduka comes from. It doesn't matter whether he has been on radio before, but today he's Saul Phenduka for everyone cause of Podcast and Chill. You know, so I don't know what Kaya is always cooking in terms of firing the best of the best cause of, I don't know.
But I think their reason is valid.
What are they saying? What's the reason?
They insulted Minnie Dlamini, and you know these brands, how they work. They have sponsors there, so come on, they can't just allow to have a worker who harass women, who insult women. Like I'm not what they did to Minnie Dlamini is not good at all. Being honest.
No,
So
it's not
obviously you
good.
you can't be the face of a big public business, especially like a radio station.
Yes.
These guys, they are depending more on sponsors, on partnerships, on brands. So they have a lot to lose and they have a reputation to maintain.
Indeed, I agree with that. You know, they have a reputation to maintain. But when they hired Saul Phenduka, they knew the reputation of the podcast because the podcast has always been how it is. You know, sometimes they speak foul of people and say crazy things about people, but at the same time, we cannot excuse the fact that it's not the first time they've said it, but they still hired him, you know, because of how good he is and what he does. You know, we must always know where to associate people and where to put people in terms of things. You know, there's business here and here. You know, he works for Podcast and Chill, and when he was hired on Kaya, he said Kaya won't affect Podcast and Chill, and Podcast and Chill won't affect Kaya. You know, and this here, it's an industry that's interconnected. So I feel with the Minnie Dlamini case, it's just that Minnie is also interconnected with Kaya. I believe, you know, she knows people inside, and whatever that happened to Minnie, it's wrong. There's no excuse for it. But at the same time, they could have reprimanded Saul instead of firing him, you know, because it's not like when they hired Saul, he wasn't already speaking ill things. They hired Saul. I remember there was a Jup Jup episode that had Mzansi on their feet, and with that Jup Jup episode, Amanda Duponte came through. There was riff-raff, but they went and hired Saul Phenduka.
Yeah, obvious. They hired him for numbers. That's an obvious case. But this was coming.
No, it was.
Yeah, because it's like when Podcast and Chill partnered with DSTV.
Yes.
Yeah, we all knew that this deal wasn't gonna last.
No, it wasn't gonna last because we know Mekchi, we know his tendencies, we know his character, we know what he does, and I feel we can't box him anywhere else other than where he is and what he does, because he does it best. He's good at what he does, whether we like his tone or not. He delivers news that people are listening to. The kids are listening. The adults also are listening, and in each and everything, for people to subscribe to something, there has to be something that they love. If Mekchi is toxic, which means people love that part of him. There are people who love the toxicity. There are people who also love him as a human being in terms of other things. We can't deny that he's also changing lives. Saul Phenduka was down and out, but Mekchi came through and took him in. And today, there's Saul Phenduka and Mekchi. So we have to move with the two and hold hands with the two.
So, Kaya, but it's a big loss for them. Yeah, it will be hard to replace someone like Saul. And just imagine, they will lose a lot of listeners. Because look at Podcast and Chill, they are reaching 2 million subscribers now.
Yeah.
So we can say Kaya is going to lose maybe 1 million listeners. Chances are too high for that. And radio.
It's a gamble they had to take, and whomever that's running the company. Cause the shots, we have nothing to say.
Yeah, but
other than listening and reading news, But with the point you're making of them losing numbers, they've lost numbers already, I'm sure, and they're feeling the pain, Because they could have, as I'm saying, they could have sat with Saul and...
But what about Minnie? Because obvious, it means there's something. Because you can't just take a decision like this knowing that it's going to affect the viewership, listenership.
Listenership.
Yeah, but they knew the risks, but they went with it. So it means maybe Minnie Dlamini, she has something.
Yeah, at the end of the day, a company is a company. It has policies. We don't know what contract Saul signed in terms of things that he should say outside work and things that he shouldn't say outside work. As much as he works here and works there, there's bound to be a conflict of interest.
Yeah, but for him, it's not a loss because, it was just an extra income for him. I can say that because, Podcast and Chill definitely, Mekchi pays him much better.
Indeed.
So, and podcast, in fact, is here to stay. It's the biggest podcast in Africa. So
it's
definitely,
the future.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up tomorrow, they say, now we have another job at a different radio station because he have the following. He's a brand.
He did say that there are offers on the table, but he's not looking to take any offer right now to any radio station. They are solely focusing on Podcast and Chill. I believe they want to do traveling now. They couldn't travel because of Saul. Now they want to do a proper show. I feel they'll be giving more fire now that Saul is not working
He's
at
coming back
Kaya. Like
full-time.
he's coming back full time, and there'll be heat. There'll be heat. The radio stations will feel the heat because if now they are working full time and there's no disturbance, no brand to protect, Saul would try and not talk anything ill. Actually, he doesn't care.
Yeah, but obvious if you are not partnered with any brand,
Yes.
like you can be who you are. You can
Yes.
say what you want to say, because that's the advantage of owning your own platform.
That's true.
And I can say YouTube, like it has opened doors, like for a lot of us.
No, it's changing lives.
Like yeah,
it's changing
even,
lives.
even for musicians now, they are independent artists. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you are free,
Yes.
and all the money comes to you. Like
Yeah.
everything, like it's
and the good thing is
simple. So will be fine, man.
Yeah, and he's also working on a project that he'll be dropping soon, I believe. Cause
Music work.
but he's good, man. He's a good producer. He's coming. He just produced those spiritual sounds.
No, there are people who love music.
Yeah.
You just love music.
Yeah.
But you can't produce music for the people, like.
Yeah, but now he's busy working with Kabza the Small. I'm sure they are grooming him well. When you work with the best.
Yeah, Pella, obvious. Numbers talks. Because now they are focusing on streams. You understand?
Yes.
All these things. So, of course, even if he's not good enough, but for the fact that he's a brand, have more following.
Yes.
Sizoyimamela naleyo ngoma. It is smooth, it is smooth. So it's not more about the music, the quality of the music.
Yeah.
But who is there? You understand?
No, I hear you.
Because now sometimes we follow people instead of their music. Sometimes we follow the music even if we don't care about the person. So you guys too, we understand.
True.
Yeah.
True. Basically, we follow personality. Saul has a personality for days. He's funny. He's outspoken. He's smart. So and he loves talking about things that people love talking about, especially sex. He's just that guy.
Yeah, is the advantage it's one because he's in the middle. He knows the township life.
Yes.
And also the suburb life. You understand? So
he's a bridge.
So he have both.
Yes.
So Guba simple. Unlike Magji, just Magji alone.
Yeah.
Come on. He's not entertaining at all.
Yeah.
Because first of all, he can't speak like proper Zulu.
True.
So that's where the problem began. But Masekfugus all like
no,
now it's a combo now.
Yeah, it's a serious combo. It's a serious combo. We will see what they'll cook up. We will see where Saul will go.
Some say Zuti Saul must open his own podcast. Can he survive?
No. He won't survive. Nah.
Because each is serious.
Nah.
Saul Makji and
alone he won't survive. How you come into the industry, it's how we will know you. If you come into the industry as a stripper, even if you try and change your brand, but I know you as a stripper, it won't be easy for me to follow you like that. And it will create a lot of rumors. Are they fighting? Why is Saul opening now a podcast? What's going on? It comes with a lot of noise, unnecessary noise. They are good where they are. That duo works.
Makanike Usol ilento at least a share, so that at least he must own something. Because what if they fight?
He gave Saul something. Mitchie gave Saul something.
So Saul Phenduka owns a certain percentage
now
of podcast.
Not podcast. I think they are still working on that. But now on the alcohol brand, they gave Saul and Ghost Lady their own branding, their own bottles, their own share, their own everything. this bottle is yours. How much you sell on this bottle, and however money you make, it's yours.
Yeah, but I think Salt deserves a certain percentage.
On the podcast.
On the podcast. He deserves it.
Hey.
Yes. Mark G started this.
Yeah.
But Sol Phenduka played a huge part. In growing the platform. Like, we care about the platform because of Sol Phenduka. He's well-spoken, man. Like,
no. You know, in a house, there should be someone who will make you cry. And also someone who will comfort you. It's like we have a mother and a father. A father is always strict, you know, always that person we are afraid of, and then the mother is the comforter. So the two of them, they bring those two qualities in a different way, you know. But we don't know, man.
Yeah,
it's a reach.
Yeah, but it makes sense. Just to be on the safe side. And it is fair.
You'll never know. We'll never know. Probably he has shares.
Yeah. This is it.
Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Peace.
Peace.
Well, I'll go for 10 minutes.